What's going on, y'all? Today we finna rank the best small forwards in the NBA 2024. I'm saying we're finna get straight to it. If y'all saw my previous video, I just ranked the best shooting guards. Now we're going to the small forwards. You're gonna go power forwards, you're going to centers, then we're gonna go right back to point guards. Get straight into it. First and foremost, the tiers. We got elite. So when you call somebody elite, that means they really elite. I'm not gonna mince words. I'm not gonna use that all the time. Nah, you're elite. You're elite. You one of them. You one of them ones for real. Like you really that guy. You really a number one. Maybe a really, really good number two option. Then we got all-star, which is not just players who were all-stars, but also all-star caliber players to where it's like, okay, yeah, he could be all-star. Yeah. And we got, he could hoop. Yeah, he could hoop. He could hoop. Then we got Harrison Barnes, which is just, he's just Harrison Barnes. Like, you kind of just there. We got, nah, he not it. He not it, gang. And we got the 3 years away tier, which is like, all right, in a few years, I'm saying he might not be there right now, but in a few years, he's gonna be cooking something. He's gonna be cooking something. And then finally, we got Duolingo. You better get your languages up, your command of Spanish, French, Chinese, Arabic, Lithuanian, or Slovenian. You better get your command of languages up, bro, because you're gonna have to learn something when you get. First, we got A.R.D. Smith. You know what? Neesmith could hoop. Neesmith could hoop. He could hoop. I would have put him in Harrison Barnes tier. After all them years he was with the Celtics, low key, I'd probably went a nod tier or even lower. But I seen the defense he was playing. I seen the screens he was setting. I seen the threes he was shooting in the playoffs. He was trash talking against literally everybody. You know what I'm saying? I saw that clip where he got cooked by LeBron and he put his shoulder into him. But you know, it is what it is. I think he's a good player. You know what I'm saying? Now we got Asar Thompson. I would say he's 3 years away because he's genuinely already off the strength one of the best defenders in the league, one of the top 30 defenders in the league, top 30, 25. I don't know the exact number, but he's one of the better defenders in the league. Off the strength, he's a defensive menace. He could, the passing chops, or that's Amen Thompson. Oops, I'm tweaking. I just no sold the fact that he was wearing red and he's wearing the blue. I will still put them in the same category. I'm not gonna lie. I think Amen Thompson is slightly more polished offensively. Asar Thompson's a little better defender, but Amen Thompson's also a really, really, really good defender. But they also just have such deficiencies in the fact that neither of them could shoot. And Mr. Asar Thompson shooting like 8% from three, like that's very, very yucky. But even if the offensive skill never comes, which I doubt, I think the offensive skill is going to come around. Even if you just say where they are right now and ignore the 3 years away tier and say, let's just say they were like 3 years older, I would probably put them in this tier right here. I'll put them in this here right here because their defense is that impactful and they're not like low IQ players. They're super athletic too. Yeah, I think they got some really high potential. There's just some kind of huge deficiencies that needs to be resolved. Wiggins, nah. He not quite Duolingo. In fact, this is what I'm gonna do. He not quite Duolingo, but nah. Ever since 2022, it's just gotten worse and worse and worse, dog. The trajectory is not it. Like they can't even trade him because nobody want him. The other Bogdanovic, I'm gonna say he did average like 20 points per game that one time, but now he barely even playing. So I think it's very much Harrison Barnes type of tier. Brandon Ingram, all-star, and you know, he's not quite elite. He's definitely not elite. I'm not even gonna act like that's a hot take because they were trying to trade him. They couldn't find nothing. But it's not because he's not on the level of like a Zach LaVine or anything like that. But he's just a weird player in terms of his level and like what teams need. But he's a good player. He's a great NBA player. Get a bucket. Playoffs was kind of. But he, you know, they were dealing with some injuries and stuff like that. They were dealing with a lot of stuff. He didn't have Zion, you know. But whatever. Brandon Miller, he could hoop already. He could hoop already. Yes, you could say, oh, he's 3 years away. Nah, we already seen him yamming it on, folks. Already unfazed by the menace Isaiah Stewart, but already unfazed, you know what I'm saying, by a lot of the stuff you see in the league. Hooping without LaMelo, hooping with LaMelo. The shot is already kind of there. He had a damn good rookie season. Caleb Martin. Is that Caleb Martin? That's Caleb Martin. He got the red. So at first, against Boston, all-star. The regular season and against other teams, Harrison Barnes. So Especially after last season, he was not really on that type of time at last season, bro. He was just cool. So the middle is like he could hoop. Yeah, I'm more so leading on to Harrison Barnes, bro. Like he's cool. He's just cool, bro. I don't know. Actually, I don't know, because I feel like he can make difficult shots though. He can make difficult shots. Then again, so can Bogdanovich. So I'm gonna just say, yeah, Harrison Barnes, we can ball out. Cameron Reddish, Duolingo, bruh. Nah, I'm put him in. Nah. He not quite Duolingo. He not quite there. He's not like unplayable. He's not like a 0 IQ player or anything like that. He's just not great, not a super impactful player. Now his defense, you know, he's not like super frustrating to watch, so I'm gonna put him right there. But to be honest, it doesn't really matter. Both of y'all are, nah, I don't really care the order. I like the Warriors more than the Lakers, so I'm gonna go like this. Actually, LeBron's on the Lakers, but Curry's on the Warriors, so I'm gonna go like this. It don't matter. Cam Whitmore. I think we already seen the flashes in the regular season. We've seen the flashes in the summer league. But I think I'm a more so say he's 3 years away. But he's not on the Harrison Barnes type of time, man. They got to figure out what they got going on in Houston with the amount of young pieces they have and the amount of different skill sets, but different people you have to pay. You can't pay all your people, all them bodies, bro. You got him, Ahmed Thompson, Tari Eason. At one point, you know what I'm saying, Jayson Tatum was in the convo, Jabari Smith Jr. I'll say he's like 3 years away. DeAndre Hunter. Nah. I don't know if I put him in Duolingo. He's bored. He's teetering on Duolingo because he just, I mean, I guess you could say we're bored, and as an NBA fan, you get bored with consistency, but he's just been consistently, you know, and a 3-point shot isn't really even all that there, to be honest. He's just kind of cool. He's whatever. He's blah, but not even also Harrison Barnes timing. At least Harrison Barnes is like, I think he's lower than Harrison Barnes. He's lower. I can't tell you why exactly, but he's lower. I just feel it in my soul. He's not it. DeMar DeRozan, boom, all-star. He's not elite. There's a reason why they Bulls traded him to Kings, but he's definitely an all-star level player. He will deliver, you know, and I'll stand by this, that winter 2021, DeMar DeRozan, one of the greatest players I've ever seen touch a basketball. Oh cap. He was going crazy for no reason. Denny Avdia, he could hoop. For sure. I put him up below just because I feel like Brandon Brown's about to turn up next season. But Denny Avdia could hoop. He could hoop. He got some playmaking ability, defensive ability, shooting ability, and I think it's going to showcase that in Portland as the real small forward there. Since it's going to be Scoot, Shader Sharp, him at the 3. Dylan Brooks, he could hoop. Between him and Denny Avdia, I mean, he was probably the most productive player here. Factor in his defense and his shooting. At one point, he was shooting like 45% or something like that. I think it went down to like where he's shot like 38% like that, something like that from 3. But productive NBA player, for sure. So I think I'm gonna go like this, just because, yeah, I think this is about accurate. It's about accurate. But yeah, Dylan Brooks was hooping last season. So, and was he hooping again? Or no, I think he put a stinker in the Olympics, but he was hooping in the regular season. He was hooping. Derek Jones Jr. I think just because of his defense, I have to put him in. He could hoop, but he can't really hoop like that. He could only make freaking acrobatic layups, and that was it. And again, you know, Luka tax of, yeah, because he was playing with Luka. Luka not made his teammates better, but because I don't think that's the right wording. I think the right wording is he put him in a position of success a lot, and he could have even succeeded more had he had been a better player. So, but the defense is there, the shooting sometimes was there. He's not as frustrating to watch as Harrison Barnes. That's my go-to. It's just like, how much are you above Harrison Barnes in terms of your contribution, especially in the playoffs? Franz Wagner, he could hoop. He's right. I feel like he is the best Hika hooper. He's the best Hika hooper. Is he all-star next season? Yeah. You know what? Yeah. I feel that's disrespect. Even though in the playoffs it was kind of yucky, but nah, he could hoop, right? Franz Wagner could hoop. Franz Wagner could hoop, and I think he's gonna be all-star caliber talent next season. He was close this season, like 20 points per game. solid defense, solid playmaking. He's gonna get even better next season. You know, especially after you get the playoff experience. He's a level above everyone else here. He's not really Brandon Miller. Harrison Barnes. In fact, I'm gonna put him in the middle. However many people end up here, I'm gonna put him in the middle of all those people. Herb Jones, that boy can hoop. He's not gonna be the all-star next season, probably, just because he's contending with so many people on his team. Like, is he all-star caliber talent? Not. His offense is coming along. It's coming along. Maybe in like 2 years. I guess in that case, you can say he's 3 years away from being MVP. That boy is a hooper. You know what I'm saying? Offensively, he's a smart player, generally speaking. The defense is all defensive. I can see where he's headed. I can see where he's going. And I'm saying he could hoop. Jalen McDaniels, not Jaden McDaniels. Duolingo, the worst player in the NBA. I don't have to say too much. Jalen Johnson. I don't think he's quite at all-star level yet. I don't think he's quite finna be that yet. But he could definitely hoop. He could hoop his ass off. Scoring-wise, playmaking-wise, defensive-wise. He's got it all. It's just a matter of development. Especially with Trae Young. You know, Zachary Risichet on the team now. Gotta find a new role. I still feel like I want to see some more before I could say, oh yeah, he's just gonna be the number 2 guy on the team next to Trae Young. But he could hoop. Why elite? I don't really have to say so much. Keegan Murray. He could hoop. He could hoop. I ain't gonna lie. I might have to move some stuff down. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, let's just do this. Let's do that. Is Denny the cutoff for he could hoop? What's the difference between Denny Avdia and Aaron Nesmith? I don't think that's crazy. As they say Aaron Nesmith and DJJ, I don't think that's crazy either. DJJ and Caleb Martin, I think it's a bit of a drop off. Nah, I think this is good. Because it's going to be a lot more people that end up here anyway. So, yeah. Keldon Johnson. He's in the Harrison Barnes tier, dog. He is not. He not really. I don't care what the numbers say. When I watch the games, it's like, it's flashes. And it's also flashes. It's flashes, but in the general, it's just like, I'm not seeing it. I'm not really feeling it. I'm not really feeling it. Chris Middleton, he could hoop. He's not an all-star next season. He definitely was not an all-star this season, but again, you could say with injury, but you saw what he did in the playoffs. You saw the numbers he put up. You see the numbers he has put up for the entirety of his career. Will Chris Middleton have a better season than Jalen Johnson next season? He could. He could. Like, dead ass. Even with the quote-unquote regression and all that stuff that happened, he could have a dead ass just have a better season than Jalen Johnson, especially when you look at the efficiency. So, yeah, he could. Lou Dort, he could hoop. Got some defense. The shot is there. I think Herb Jones will be better than him next season. So I'm putting him like right here. I think Keegan Murray will also be better than him next season. So put him like right there. Yeah, I'm glad I put them guys back down there because yeah, this tier is getting loaded a little bit. Dort could hoop. Actually, Keegan, low key, he might could be an all-star next season. But I feel like all these guys have the same chance to be an all-star next season. So I'm putting them all in the hoop. Matas Buzelis. I feel like off the strength, he's finna be a he could hoop. I feel like off the strength, he's finna be a he could hoop. But let me not do too much. He hasn't played an NBA game, so he's 3 years away. But after them 3 years, he's probably gonna be either up here or right there. But I'm gonna say 3 years away, bro. Mikal Bridges. He's finna be right here. He could hoop. Right in the middle of the he could hoop tier. Isn't that just perfect? He right in smack dab in the middle of the he could hoop tier. Comes to actual hoopers, he's in the middle. Miles Bridges, he could hoop. Yeah, put him right below Dylan Brooks. MPJ, he could be an all-star next season, but he could also be like right here. So in between right here and right here is like right here-ish. Now I think he's like steadily improving, low-key, but I mean the playoffs, you know, he had some wishy-washiness this season. But I feel like the defensive is starting to come along more and more so. So I think I'll put him like right here because he's really cool. And with that, Let me go like this. Yeah, we go like that. OG Anunoby, he could hoop like crazy. Okay, he could hoop. The defense is crazy, bro. How do I feel about Jalen Johnson becoming an all-star next season? You know what? Let's just, yeah, you know what? Yeah, we're just gonna do this. I like how this tier looks, bro. Actually, would I have OG Anunoby or Michael Porter Jr.? That's a debate. That's a debate. OG got it defensively, MPJ just got it offensively. Playmaking, he doesn't really play. So I think I might take OG Anunoby. Keegan Murray, how much do I think he's gonna progress next season? Is he gonna be better or worse than MPJ? I think they're gonna be about the same level, bro. I think they're gonna be about the same level. We'll go like this. Sadiq Bey, he right there with Harrison Barnes. He right there with Harrison Barnes, bro. Is that Sam Hauser? Sam Hauser, he up there in the Harrison Barneses. He up there. He's right up there in the Harrison Barneses. Scotty Barnes, all-star level talent for sure. Better than Wagner. I think him and Wagner gonna be the same level. Him, Wagner, Ingram, DeMar. It's like, I mean, just because of the defense though, like defense is there, so I feel like I might gotta knock DeMar. But DeMar, I would take DeMar over Ingram for sure. Not a crazy gap though, so I'll probably go like this. I might take Wagner over Ingram. Kyle Anderson, Harrison Barnes. Right in that Harrison Barnes territory. He fits perfectly. Tamario Jr. Duolingo. I don't see too much. Trey Murphy, all-star. All-star. He right where Herb Jones is. Both of them great players. I see a lot of great things in their futures. No cap. Kevin Durant, elite. LeBron James, elite. Jayson Tatum, elite. LeBron KD. Let's go alphabetical. KL. Yeah, KL. Yeah, perfect. KD, LeBron. One of them two is the best small forward. You can choose. I don't really care. It doesn't really matter. And yeah, that's the best small forwards in the NBA. Now, towards the top of the list, I mean, it's pretty easy. I don't really care which order you put these two in. And him and him. All right. All-star. You could have some mix and match. A lot of people probably go like this. Yeah, I'll say these four right here is like they got it. That's like they're there right there, undisputed. And then these three is like, all right, a little bit of projection, you know, but some projection for a good reason. Some people will probably go like, nah, I don't think anyone's going like that, dog. Actually, some people probably go like that, nah, because I feel like their offensive progression is just gonna be his. But I mean, he's has like cool 60 points per game too. But like Trey Murphy, especially Trey Murphy, gonna be a dog, bruh. Trey Murphy gonna be a dog, bro. Actually, might go like this, just because the offense is like crazy. And then I like Herb, so I just put Herb right there personally. Chris Middleton, it's just, I just mess with Chris Middleton, bro. I just mess with Chris Middleton. OG Anunoby right there, MPJ, Keegan Murray. I think this is calm. This is calm right here, you know. And then this right here is calm. Brandon Miller over Lou Dort. Brandon Miller over Mikael Bridges. Give me Brandon Miller, dog. I ain't gonna lie. Give me Brandon Miller in terms of, all right, what he did last season and then what I think he's gonna do next season. Yeah, give me Brandon Miller right there. And then a lower end of this tier, yeah, make a hoop. All right, Harrison Barnes. You know, some people probably could slide up. Actually, I go like this. He could slide up. Nah, he could stay down. Or he could use, some people would switch them too. I don't really care that much. I'm not gonna lie. It doesn't matter. Bridges over Dort. I don't care. I genuinely do not care. Actually, the bridges next to each other is funny. So yeah, we put the bridges next to each other. And it's alphabetical too. Bogdanovich could probably move up, but I don't really care that much. And is he right in the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? 1, 2, 3, 4. But that would be the same either way. So I could just go like this. And then go like this to put Harrison Barnes right in the middle of the Harrison Barnes tier. Lou Dort, Dylan Brooks. I don't care. Like Lou Dort, Dylan Brooks. Yeah, don't care, bro. All right. Yeah, that's about it. W tier list.
Thank you. Bye-bye.